Here you can see a reference to a vegetable called gourd. It refers to what we call kumbalanga in Malayalam. In Sanskrit it is called kushmandam, and in English it is called ash gourd. And since this man Kochuraman was not wealthy, what he did was he took some ash gourds, kumbalanga, as dakshina for his guru. So as you have already seen, the guru just drove him away. He called him a fool, Vidhi, Kushmanda Vendina. That was the question that the famous Vishavaidyan asked. In his anxiety and excitement, Kochuraman heard only the words Vidhi Kushmandam. He decided that the interview had ended and that the magic verse was Vidhi Kushmandam. So he was awaiting a magical verse, a mantra from the Guru, and as soon as the Guru called him a Vidhi, or he heard the words Vidhi Kushmandam, he thought that it was the magical verse which he was supposed to learn. He promptly took leave of the Vaidyan and returned home, where he had a bath and sat down to repeat the mantra Vidhi Kushmandam as many 100,000 times as the verse had letters. While experts in treating venom cases never visited patients, Kochuraman would happily go to where the patient was. The new practice became very popular, and Kochuraman was not only kept busy but also became known for his consistent success. Thus, he soon became a wealthy man. It so happened that the then ruler of Kozhikode needed urgent treatment against venom. Many experts tried to treat him but failed, and the ruler's family prepared for the last rites. Last rites refer to the funeral rites that are done once a person is dead. Rites refer to the ceremonies that are performed. It was at this stage that someone present suggested that Kochuraman be summoned for a last effort to revive the ruler. After much detailed discussion and despite some dissent, it was decided to call Kochuraman. So many people argued against the idea of calling Kochuraman to treat the ruler. Many of them said that he is just a fool, he need not be called, etc. There was a lot of disagreement. That is what you mean by dissent. But finally, they decided to call Kochuraman. To summon means to call. He arrived soon and examined the patient. He then called the chief cook and asked him to make some rice gruel immediately. Rice gruel here refers to kanji. His Highness has not had any food for 3 days and he will need it when he wakes up. So that is what this man, Kochuraman, said. His Highness, the king, is going to wake up. He will need kanji as soon as he wakes up. And he asked the cook to make some rice gruel or kanji. Kochuraman then took some water and recited the sacred verse over it and sprinkled it on the ruler, who promptly opened his eyes. He just took some water, he recited the mantra Vidhi Kushmandam, he knew, and he sprinkled that water on the king's face, and immediately the king was up. He did this twice more, and the ruler sat up and complained of hunger. He said that he was hungry. The gruel arrived, and when the ruler was feeling much better, he met Kochuraman, whom he rewarded lavishly. The other experts, including Kochuraman's guru or teacher, were filled with surprise and shame. None of them had been able to treat the king. But Kochuraman, someone who looked foolish or idiotic, he succeeded in treating the king and got rewarded. The guru assumed that when he was spurned, Kochuraman must have gone elsewhere and acquired his skill. The guru had actually refused to teach Kochuraman. He had just sent him away asking Vidhi Kushmanda Vendinana. So he thought that Kochuraman had gone elsewhere and learnt the skill of treating venom. The ruler ordered that Kochuraman be sent home ceremonially. Ceremonially means with due respect and the usual pomp and the show that is part of a royal guest. He had to be sent away like a royal guest ceremonially in a palanquin, in a pallak, to the accomplishment of music and with suitable escort. Music had to be played on the way back. Kochuraman had to be accompanied with music, pomp, pride and show. As Kochuraman was on his way, he turned round and saw his guru among the crowd. The initial Vishavaidyan, who had refused to teach Kochuraman, was now following him among the crowd. He immediately alighted from the palanquin and, rushing to his guru, prostrated before him and placed all his gifts at his feet. As far as Kochuraman was concerned, the Vishavaidyan was his guru. He thought that he had achieved all this because of the mantra taught to him by his guru. So he got down from the palanquin, he respected his guru, he lay prostrate in front of his guru, Namaskarikia, and he gave all the gifts he had got to his guru. He thanked the guru for his mantra and apologized profusely for not visiting him earlier. He apologized to the guru for not visiting and thanking him earlier. The guru was intrigued, he was totally dumbstruck, he was surprised, and told Kochuraman that he had not passed on any mantra. In fact, he said he would be happy to learn from Kochuraman the mantra used to revive the learner. Now the guru wanted to learn from Kochuraman what the mantra was. He knew very well that he had not passed on any mantra. Kochuraman assured his guru that he had only one mantra, and that was the one taught by the guru. One can well imagine that consternation on the guru's face when he was informed that the mantra, which was so effective thanks to hundreds of thousands of times of dedicated repetition, was Vidhi Kushmandam. So just imagine what the guru felt like, the surprise, the shock on his face when he realized that this man, using a silly word like Vidhi Kushmandam, repeating it several times with faith, had achieved the power to revive an ill person. So this is the moral of the story regarding the power of faith and dedicated practice.